Calculating route.
All right.
Proceed to highlighted route.
We're back. I got my coffee. And it's pronounced the Dalles. Says the A is pronounced like trap, so it's Dalles. And almost with a Z on the end, Dalles. I'll tell you what. Makes you go.
Keep left.
Sits there and makes you go, you know? Why can't, it's kind of like being over there in England. Reminds me of, see a word like that and not know how to pronounce it. It's kind of like being in England with your Gloucesters and your Worcesters and your Shears and all that. It's like, how come they call it a shire, but if you put it on the end of a word, it's sure? Gets me all confused, I tell you. Drive you crazy. Alrighty, so we're just going to hammer on down and see how we do. The Dalles. Like I said, we're actually doing, almost at the speed limit, aren't we? We can do it as long as we stay on these highways and stuff. Bet we get pulled in that wait station though, so let's already start backing off the pedal. We don't need to be no slamming on. Ooh, I like that high HDR lighting there. Yep, pull in for inspection. I knew we would. I didn't want to be slamming it through here at no 60 something and then have to pull in to get weighed. Well, let's just see just how much this is. They caught me at a good time, though. Caught me at a real good time. Because we ain't got much. A whole fuel tank in us. So they ain't gonna be measuring our diesel on top of everything else. And poof, already. We're 73. What do you mean not in perfect technical state? Must be wear and tear on my truck or something like that. Let's take a look at the truck manager. Okay. Doesn't tell us anything about. Don't tell us nothing about the damage and all on it, does it? Alrighty. Well, let's go here. There we go. Diagnostic. I knew it was somewhere. Where are we at? Oh, 7% on our tires. We've been driving quite a bit. Well, that's what you get. Let's look here at our world map. We need to see where we might be able to pull in and get some fuel. And that might be, looks like the nearest place might be here in the Dalles. And then the nearest place after that's over here. Yeah, it looks like wherever we go. I'm thinking we'll pull in right here because it looks like this is going to be easier to get into and out of. And then we'll put number 2 up here so we can get the hell. It's making. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. It's crazy. All right, we're going to come here to remind us that we need to come down here and we need to fuel up. We need to stop at that. Need to stop at that truck stop there so we can get filled up with fuel and then we'll get back out. I think that'll be an easier one to do than hit all these little side streets here in the Dalles. So.
Calculating route.
And yeah, I'm one of those people.
Please
now that
proceed to highlighted route.
Now that I've learned how to say it, I'm going to say it as often as possible for the next 50 miles or so. I'm going to be like Edie the Egg Lady in Pink Flamingos. Eggs. I sure love eggs. I like eggs fried. I like them boiled. I just love my eggs. I need to watch that movie again. It's been so goddamn long since I watched Pink Flamingos. Ed Waters. He's still alive? Not Ed Waters. Who was it? Oh, God. It is Waters, right? Roger Waters. Roger Waters. I was confusing Ed Wood and Roger Waters there. There's the Dalles. 1 mile to the Dalles. Try not to shake that trailer up too much back yonder. The Port of the Dalles. Next exit. Welcome to the Dalles. There's exit 82, the Dalles. Alrighty, I'll shut up now. I'm just a simple man. I am easily amused, which is good. Alright, let's back it off a little bit. Once again, don't be getting too cocky there, G-Bub. Look at that. Is that a church tower off there to the right? Church steeple? I think it is. Pretty one, isn't it? We definitely, it's making me almost wish we'd come down in there to get some fuel now. That's a pretty town drive through. We definitely gonna hit that the next time we come through. Alright. Yeah, y'all notice when we're going along, y'all see that, you know, number one, y'all been watching my paint job here that I've had for quite a while. Uh-oh. I was supposed to turn in there, wasn't I? Is that where I was supposed to turn? No. That's that screwy thing where it's going to make me, when I do turn, it thinks it's going to make me make that wide loop to come back and get on here instead of just making a left out of there. So we can ignore that for right now because that's just screwy. It'll give us some turn directions. But yeah, y'all see my Christmas paint job on here from back during the Christmas trucking event, the giving event. I haven't changed my hanger yet because my hanger that I got sitting there is still the one from Cruising Colorado, which y'all ain't seen those things too because I'm still doing Cruising Idaho. The ones I'm editing. I tell you, it's just it's what I've said before. I got such a backlog of video. It's gonna be a while. That's why I wanted to throw this one up though, since this one's so timely. Such a timely nature. Yakima and Bend. What time is it? 3:45 in the afternoon. Looks like we're still gonna be doing some night driving on this trip.
Keep right, then immediately exit right.
Alright, here comes our fuel stop.
Exit
That's
right.
a good one too, because we're getting down to a quarter of a tank. And that's a lot lower than I generally like to keep it. But we are going to come down here, we're going to get fueled up.
Then turn right.
It'd be nice if they had a repair shop at one of these places.
Turn right.
Before we actually pull in, we might take a look and see if either one's got a service station. Either one's got a service center in it. Let's zoom on in. Either one, nope, they're just fuel and sleep. So we will get fueled up at probably this one over here on the left. That's the one we can turn into. Actually, they got a traffic light, so we'll be able to get back out, so we'll turn in the one on the right. Since it's got a traffic light at it, it'll let us get back out. Let's pull up here and stop. Like I said, we're trying not to get all those problems with. And like actually stop. We're trying not to get a whole bunch of like traffic light violations and that, especially when you got a cop sitting right there.
Recalculating route.
Makes me glad we did decide to actually
Please make a U-turn where safe.
Make me glad we did actually decide to stop. Look at that nice convenience place. Let's pull on in here. Looks like this is the truck center
Please
up here.
make a U-turn where safe.
Now, is that the way? Nope, we need to pull in on the other end. This is the wrong way.
Route.
Truck exit only. We need to go in the truck
Please
entrance
make a
up here.
U-turn where safe.
Yeah, we will. Look at that pretty Lone Star up there.
Recalculating route.
Ooh, Nelly, it's a pretty one.
Please make a U-turn where
Truck
safe.
entry.
Calculating route.
Now, we're going to pull on in here.
Please make a U-turn where
Oh,
safe.
will you stop? This is where you need to have a mute button on your... You need to have a mute button on your GPS here. Hearts. Once again, like I said, in real life, this would be a loves. I like the way they... like the things that they've come up with. Alrighty. Let's also take a look here. COVID-19, we need to sleep again in a little over 9 hours. We got plenty of time to get us some sleep. Let's go ahead and fuel up. Alrighty. Well, because we pulled up our navigation screen there, it's not telling us how much we fueled up on. What's F8? There we go. F8's our message board. Gave us 142 gallons, $365 total, $257. It's cheaper than it was out in Colorado, that's for sure. Now, let's see if we can get on out of here. That should be the truck exit there. That's fine. This is what I'm after anyway. Don't need no messages going on. Let's see if we can pull on out the truck exit.
Keep right.
Nothing to the left. Now, let's go back out to our world map. There we go. Good. I'm glad it got, because that's where we got confused, because it was originally wanting us to go all the way down here and loop all the way around to get back over here. It's like, what the heck are you talking about? Let's pull her on out. See if we can get out of here in front of these cars. I ain't seen a motel like that with
Keep
curb,
left. Then
curbside
turn
parking
left.
out here on the main road. That is weird.
Turn left.
All right, it's giving us a turn arrow. Let's see if we can get out here and beat it. Cutting that one awful close there, but I saw there was
right.
nobody in those
Then
lanes.
Turn right.
Good, and
turn
it's actually
right.
giving us a whole bunch of letting us catch all these lights here. That's good. Let's see if we can get on out of here, merge back into the highway without bashing it up too bad. Nothing coming, so let's come on out. And now let's get up to speed and let's get on down the road to Nampa, shall we? I'll reach over here and grab my coffee before we get up too fast and too many curves. Ah, good. What all else we got going up? I'm going to get up another Lord of the Rings later today. We're going to give Gnarlo a little bit of a rest. He's been doing, I think we've done 3 in a row there at Helms Deep. And I've been told by my friend Trotter that I really need to level up some as we get toward the end there. So I'm going to also follow his advice. They got that module you can get, that latest update, which was what, the War of the Three Peaks or something like that. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that because he says there's some It's got some like repeatable missions and stuff in it that you can use to level on up. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a break from Helm's Deep for a little bit and get Gnarlo in that and level him up a couple of levels. I was planning on doing that back during the Christmas event, but once again, it's just been so busy. This is the whole reason why I wanted to go ahead and pick up this COVID event, this Hauling Hope event we got going on here. It's because of how busy it's been at the hospital with all the COVID patients and all. It's bad. And it's not just the Willow River. It's not just the fact that, you got a hospital full of COVID patients and you have to work the COVID floors. It's the fact that when you're not working the COVID floors, when you're working your regular floors, you're basically taking care of since the ICUs are seriously getting packed to the brim with COVID patients. Well, we got, that's moving a lot of patients that should be in the ICU out onto the floor. So we've got some really sick patients out on the regular floors now. It's bad enough taking care of the really sick ones on the COVID floors. You got some folks out on the regular floors that, if you want to know the truth, they ought to be in ICU. Problem is they ain't no beds for them. And that's part of it. It's just getting worse. We're seeing what they call the Christmas spike now, with all the idiots that decided to get together and have their Christmas and all that kind of stuff, and said, oh, well, I'm not going to not see my family and friends. Well, you might not be seeing your family and friends no more. Because now you're in the hospital and we're having to take care of you. And we're doing our damnedest to try and keep you alive so you can see your family and friends again. I hope y'all understand. Well, we're just getting burned out. Everybody's getting burned out. We're getting tired. We're getting angry and grumpy. But two things to help you through it. One, driving trucks. Cruising on down the road, driving these great loads of trucks and stuff as we get here at Pendleton. And dogs, good old dogs. Y'all seen Leo. Y'all know how much I love Leo and play with her. Well, we're about to get a new one. We're going to get Juliet. 2 weeks. We went and had a meet and greet yesterday with little Miss Juliet. She is 6 weeks old and she is an absolute little cutie. She's going to come and live with us and give my wife something to snuggle with. Because my wife's wanted a snuggle pup. Her one disappointment with Leo is that Leo's not a snuggler. She would love for Leo to get up in the bed and sleep with her and that kind of stuff. And Leo just won't do it. She's an independent dog. So yeah, but she's going to train little Juliet when she comes along. She's going to see if she can get little Juliet used to cuddling and all, and hopefully get her so that she'll sleep with her in her own bed and that sort of thing. So we're hoping to get her in about 2 weeks, as soon as she's fully weaned and eight weeks old, and she's fully weaned and on the puppy chow. We'll be getting Miss Juliet and bringing her into the house. I'll throw that picture of her up here so y'all can see what she looks like. She's just a cute little puddin'. Oh, I tell you what, I'm getting too many women in that house. I really am. Thought it was bad enough I thought my life was hard enough when I just had a wife living there, and then I got Leo, and now I'm gonna have Julia. I'm developing a harem, and I never was suited for a harem. That was not one of my life's goals. If you'd asked me back in school, my guidance counselor had said, "What would you want to do with your life when you grow up?" Owning a harem would not have been one of my life's goals. So we're going to get another Lord of the Rings up. Like I said, I'm going to take a break from Gnarlo for a bit until I get him loaded up a little bit. And then once I do get him leveled up a couple more levels, we'll go back to Helm's Deep. But in the meantime, we're going to go see Nomadan. He is at the Forlorn Inn. I see that people already turned their lights on. It is 6 o'clock, almost 6:30. We're at the Forsaken Inn. Ooh-wee. Look at this turn. I guess I probably ought to be over there in that right-hand lane, but I don't see any way of weaving into it now. We got a truck over there on our right, don't we? Yep, we do. So we'll just stay in this one until we can get on up the hill, because I ain't gonna slow down long enough for him to get around me, because then we'll never get up the hill. And I surely think getting up the hill is a little bit more important. Ooh, viewpoint. That would have been nice. And they give a sleeping area and all up there. That'd be a good point. I bet in the future you'll see them put one of them sightseeing camera things up there. Boy, this is a snaky road. I think it's all yellow. Are we filling it in? Yep, we're okay. We ain't been on this road before. I saw the yellow sneaking up. I was gonna say, I don't remember coming down this one on the way up here. We must have been over there on the other side. Let's slow it down a little bit. Ooh, this thing is pulling hard, trying to move into that other lane. Remember, we don't want to damage it. So let's just take this nice and easy. So one, we don't roll it, and two, we don't cause damage by slapping this trailer into the traffic over there on that other side. Alright, yeah, so coming the other way, we got the credit for driving over there on the other side. This is a highly divided highway here. And apparently this part right here is a lot snakier than the other direction was. If we didn't have those hairpins like you saw, right lane ends, that's a good warning. See, those are the kind of warnings I need, because my GPS sure as heck don't tell me that soon enough. It didn't tell them that soon enough either. Look at them all lined up there trying to merge. Whoa! Just like that. What the hell you doing, buddy?